Branding at Money. Branding at Money. For all branding tips and secrets on Money FM, your business radio. Branding at Money.
So branding at money it is, and of course, I'm your host Moses Simpundu, and of course, I'm glad to be joined in by Danny. He is, of course, branding at money expert. He is a branding coach, and of course, he is a brand strategist. I don't know how I should mention your titles, Danny, but definitely you should have a lot because you are quite well involved, especially where branding um, is concerned. So branding at Money right 93.7 Money FM. Danny, I'd love to welcome you to Branding at Money with Yamfumu. I seem to have lost Danny there, but this is 93.7 Money FM, and of course, it is Brand in at Money. And of course, getting to have those conversations that you could want, especially in relation to branding, and of course, getting to be involved each and every day. So, you would want obviously to at least show your business out to the world, and in that it will mean you need obviously some extra thought that comes in to just make your obviously business to be visible, and the enhancements themselves, and how you can take advantage of the digital space altogether each and every day. So there is always something that we get to think about, especially when we talk about branding. Good to have you back, Danny. Did have some challenge with connectivity there, but good to have you back. I don't know if you got whatever I was saying.
I didn't. So I received the call so that to cut the sound from my side.
Okay, interesting. Now, um, I was saying that you are a brand strategist, and of course, you are a
Just press.
branding coach. So the interest, obviously, out there each and every day is to at least get to get to see that businesses around the world, obviously, or around Zambia, showcase themselves. In today's world, we're
Uh-huh.
talking about digital platform coming in, and of course, into space. So that's just the interest as well. I know what we are supposed to discuss on today is much related to what really we are talking about. So it's quite interesting, Danny. What do you have to say when we talk about brand and of course just the brand and the digital space itself, Danny, today?
Okay, so when it comes to building your audience or building your online business, um, we need to look at a few things like how you offer your services, how you manage your online community, uh, how you do everything like over all the general things. So we can look about being straightforward. So when I say being straightforward, this is I'm talking about how you talk to your clients when they seek your services. For example, they come to you, Moses, and they tell you, okay, Moses, we need a voiceover for an ad for uh, a service guide, which will guide the client to say, okay, Moses works like this, and uh, maybe if you're doing a 1 minute voiceover, it charges like this, and if you add something like that, it goes to this amount. So you just need to be straightforward. That's the overall thing about your product and services. So you need to have in place a product or service guide which guides your clients to say this is how Moses works. It is professionalism. Then the other thing is you need to take note in being professional, right? So I don't know this, but people don't encourage like having just a virtual office. So when you have a virtual office, what happens is you don't have a physical office. What you have is a virtual office. So people only call you and communicate to you through, calls, emails, and all those things. Of course, maybe you can arrange a few meetups from here and there, but most of the times they don't come to your office. You don't have a store or an office. So what you do is you need to build your brand presence as professional as you can build it, so that even people would trust you even if you don't have a physical location. So what you need to take action is you need to have a logo. You build uh, your branding as professional as you can. You have a logo. You have maybe a Facebook page, and then people can easily recognize you even if you don't have a physical office.
Mhm.
The other thing is you need to also take note of building a community. I talk about this all the time, but building a community is very, very important, because who are you going to sell to if you don't have an online community? So those are the things that I can just encourage people to do, who are seeking to build a business online and they only have a virtual office.
Okay, interesting. And when you talk about that, obviously we are now in the world of digital. They're saying that digital is just taking the space, and of course, each and every day we see a lot of course, thoughts around improving the digital space itself. But this concurrently goes in line with business. How should someone out there take advantage of this, and how can they obviously engage themselves to have the visibility around the digital space? We seem to have a challenge with the audio, Danny.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Sorry,
happy.
sorry, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Now
So
we can get.
okay, so uh, visibility online, it all depends on how you brand yourself. So what you share online is what people will think about you, or is what people are going to say about your brand. So what I can just encourage is be careful what you share online. Make sure your visuals, or your graphics, or whatever the designs or videos are top notch. The things you share online matters, because what do you have? You have a virtual office. You don't have a physical office. Even those who have physical offices, they need to take note of this. Their videos have to be top notch, professional. That's all I can say.
Okay. Interesting. So if you're just joining in, it is 93.7 Money FM. And of course, I would apologize for the sound that you're getting because of course, some technical issues here and there. But all in all, it is branding at Money. And of course, I'm in conversation with Danny Muyansalo. And of course, he's a branding coach right on branding at Money with Yamfumu. The interest is you to be obviously in the brands, and of course get to understand what really branding in and how what it can do for your business, and how you're going to build it and take advantage of digital space each and every day. So we see massive improvement, especially where the digital space is coming in, and how obviously brands are getting to at least improve their visibility each and every day. So getting to know how, and of course having the tips could be the reality by the end of the day. But you all get that as you listen to Branding at Money with Young Folk alongside Danny Salu right on Branding at Money. He is a branding coach. And of course, we are always right here to give you everything. Now, Danny, as we obviously going for a close in terms of branding at Money
Okay.
with what would be your concluding remarks?
Okay. So the concluding remarks I can only say it doesn't matter if you have a virtual office or a physical location. Whatever the case is, you need to be straightforward in how you offer your products and services, so that it will be easy for clients or customers to understand you and your brand. You need to be careful of what you post online, because that is what people are going to be saying or are going to be thinking about your brand. The other thing is make sure the visuals you share online are top notch. Nothing to compromise. So we need to be careful, and that's all I can say.
Okay, interesting. That's Danny Miansalo. He is a branding coach, and of course, we have been together right on branding at Money with Yamfumu on 93.7 Money FM. Danny, many thanks, and of course, good to have you always right on branding at Money.
Yeah, sure thing, Modest. Thank you very much for your time.
Yes, indeed. So 93.7 Money FM, and of course, you have been tuned into branding at Money. So if you have been following online, and of course on 93.7, it is obviously a pleasant listening to 93.7 Money FM. Keep it locked to Money, do not touch that dial. Okay. Hey, Danny.
First, it's rough out here, that.
Okay.
Let me call you.
We are still